Question 1. Other drivers may sometimes flash their headlights at you. What's the official meaning of this signal? A. There's a radar speed trap ahead. B. They're giving way to you. C. They're warning you of their presence. Or D. There's a fault with your vehicle. So the correct answer here is they're warning you of their presence, which is C. Majority of people think it's B, that they're giving you way, but that's the incorrect answer. Warning you of their presence is same as when someone is using their horn. When someone is using their horn, it's not there for you to say hello to your friends or just, out of anger, but it's there to let people know of your presence. And the same thing is for flashing your headlights. But headlights, you would do it, for example, in the night when you don't want to be using your horn. And the hint also here, it's not a signal to show priority. So C is the correct answer. Question 2. What does fuel efficient driving achieve? A. Increased fuel consumption. B. Improved road safety. C. Damage to the environment. Or D. Increased exhaust emissions. If we want to achieve fuel efficient driving, that means we're using less fuel and not causing a lot of harm to the environment. Okay, so it's gonna give me improved road safety. Okay, not increased fuel consumption, damage to the environment, or increased exhaust emissions, but improved road safety. And you may ask, okay, here in the bottom you can see the hint. By looking well ahead, you'll have plenty of time to deal with hazards safely and won't need to brake harshly. This will also reduce damage to the environment. The emphasis here is to be aware of the hazards and planning well ahead. Here we have a sign with a yellow background and a 50 inside it with a circle red border. Okay, and then below it says 3/4 of a mile ahead. So what does this traffic sign mean? Okay, so if we have like a yellow background, this is usually on dual carriageways, motorways, to let you know of roadworks that is happening. If there's roadworks, that means usually the speed limit will come down. So if the speed limit is 70, it will come down to 50. And what they're asking here is this compulsory or advisory? It is compulsory because it's a circular shaped sign, okay? You have to obey them. It's an order. Now, if we choose between A and C, it's a maximum compulsory speed limit, which is A. Okay, so A is the correct answer. Question 4. When must your vehicle have a valid insurance cover? A. Before you can make a SON. B. Before you can sell the vehicle. C. Before you can scrap the vehicle. Or D. Before you can tax the vehicle. The correct answer here is before you can tax the vehicle. All right. When you're scrapping the vehicle, you're getting rid of it. You're selling the vehicle, you're getting rid of it. We make a SON. It means you no longer want it to be on the road, driving it. So before you tax the vehicle, you have to have valid insurance cover. Okay. At the same time, you also need valid MOT certificate. So D is the correct answer. Question 5. You're following two cyclists as they approach a roundabout in the left-hand lane. Where would you expect the cyclist to go? Left, right, any direction, or straight ahead? So with cyclists, if they're in the left-hand lane, it could mean they could go to any direction, or they could exit any direction, even though they are in the left-hand lane. The reason they may be in the left-hand lane is it will make it easier for them, even if they take the third exit, for example, which is a right-hand turn, but they still position themselves in the left-hand lane. so they don't have to cut across if they're in the right-hand lane for their exit. So any direction, be prepared for that. Let's have a look at this image here. What do we see? Right door mirror and windscreen pillar. You're waiting to emerge from a junction. The windscreen pillar is restricting your view. What should you be particularly aware of? A, lorries. B, buses. C, motorcyclists. Or D, coaches. Look over here. We have to be aware of cyclists that we may miss when we're emerging from a junction. It's going to restrict our view. We have to be aware of, in this case, motorcyclists. So C is the correct answer. Windscreen pillars can completely block your view of pedestrians, motorcyclists, and cyclists. Question 7. What will reduce fuel consumption? A, driving more slowly. B, accelerating rapidly. C, late and heavy braking. Or D, staying in lower gears. To reduce our fuel consumption, if we drive more slowly, that's going to reduce fuel consumption. If I accelerate rapidly, quickly, it's going to increase my fuel consumption. Late and heavy braking will increase it. And staying in lower gears is also going to increase it. So A is the correct answer. Driving more slowly. Question 8. We have an image here with the silver car just by a traffic light. So let's see what the question asks us. You intend to turn left at the traffic lights. What should you do before turning? Okay, what should you do just before turning? A, check your right mirror. We check our right mirror when we're turning right. So it's not A. Move up closer to the car ahead. We don't want to get too close to this car. We want to be able to see the tires and the tarmac. Move out to the right. No, because I want to turn left. So I'm going to position myself roughly about a meter from the curb. Or D, check for bicycles on your left. Yes. So before I signal left, I will check my interior mirror and then my left door mirror. And the reason I check my left door mirror is to watch out for cyclists, bicycles, motorcyclists, okay, on my left. Okay, so D is the correct answer. Yeah, so check your near side, which is closer to the curb, for cyclists, as they often filter past on the near side of slow-moving or stationary vehicles. Question 9. What should you do if your vehicle catches fire while you're driving through a tunnel? Okay, so you're on a tunnel and it catches fire. What should you do? Leave it where it is, with the engine running. B, pull up, then walk to an emergency telephone. C, park it away from the carriageway. Or D, drive it out of the tunnel if it's safe to do so. In a tunnel, in case, hopefully that will never happen in your lifetime to you. But in case it does happen, what should you do is D, drive it out of the tunnel if it's safe to do so. I know first thing that comes to your mind is, okay, it's catching fire, mate. I don't want to burn inside, or I don't want to die with it. So if we look at the hint here, is greater danger is if the tunnel fire causes suffocation, okay, the smoke from the fire. All right, so you want to get the car out of the tunnel and then you get out of your vehicle. Question 10. What part of the car does the law require you to keep in good condition? A, the gearbox. B, the transmission. C, the door locks. Or D, the seat belts. You're required to wear your seat belt by law, so it has to be in good condition. So it's your duty as a driver of the car to make sure that your seat belts are in working order. Of course, if you want the car to function, you need the gearbox to be functioning, working, transmission, the door locks, if you don't want your car to get stolen. But the law with D is the most important in this case. Seat belts. Okay, these will be checked during your MOT test. Question 11. Which sign means there will be two-way traffic crossing your route ahead? Okay, crossing. A, B, C, or D. Triangular shaped signs are warning you of a hazard ahead. Okay, these two, B and C. These are mandatory, A and D, so we can cross them out. None of these two are correct. If you are on a one-way street, at the end of the one-way street, you will come across the sign. If the road ahead is a two-way traffic road, okay, crossing your route ahead, then you will get a sign like this, B. Okay, so this sign is found or in or at the end of a one-way system. It warns you that traffic will be crossing your path from both directions, so it's no longer a one-way street. Question 12. What can seriously reduce your ability to concentrate? Drugs, busy roads, tinted windows, or weather conditions? Drugs, okay? Drugs, whether they are prescription drugs or medicines or recreational drugs, both can affect your concentration. A is correct. Question 13. You're driving a car fitted with automatic transmission. When would you use kickdown? To engage cruise control, to accelerate quickly, to brake progressively, or to improve fuel economy? Kickdown is used to accelerate quickly. B is the correct answer. Okay, it selects a lower gear basically. There might be situations where you need to use them. What should you do before starting a journey in foggy weather? A. Wear a high visibility jacket. B. Have a caffeinated drink. C. Allow more time. Or D. Reduce your tire pressures. First of all, you should try to avoid driving if you can, but if you can't avoid, give yourself more time. Okay, visibility is reduced and give yourself more time. Okay, so don't venture out if your journey isn't necessary. C. Question 15. At an incident, a casualty is unconscious but breathing. When should you move them? When an ambulance is on its way, when bystanders tell you to move them, when there's a risk of further danger, or when bystanders offer to help you. If you come across this kind of situation, you don't want to move anyone because you don't know when you move them, when you move the casualty, you may be making things worse, okay? C. Question 16. How can you avoid wheel spin when you're driving on an icy road? A. Drive at a slow speed in the highest gear possible. B. Use the parking brake if the wheel starts to slip. C. Brake gently and repeatedly. Or D. Drive in a low gear at all times. So when it comes to icy road conditions, we want to be in high gears, okay? We want to move the car in a high gear, drive in the highest gear possible. So A is the correct answer, and we want to drive slowly. So if it's in a lower gear, the wheel is going to spin faster. So I want to be in a higher gear, A. Okay, if you're traveling on an icy road, extra caution will be required. Question 17. We've got an image here. The car's broken down. You've broken down on a two-way road. You have a warning triangle. At least how far from your vehicle should you place the warning triangle? 5 meters, 25 meters, 45 meters, or 100 meters? The correct answer here is at least 45 meters. Question 18. You're about to drive your car. What should you do if you can't find the glasses you need to wear? Drive home slowly, keeping to quiet roads. B. Borrow a friend's glasses and use those. Drive home at night so that the lights will help you. or find a way of getting home without driving. Yeah, so if you wear glasses in order to be able to see properly, then you have to drive with glasses on. If you can't find them, don't drive, and find a way of getting home without driving. Okay, so D. Okay, it will be illegal for you to drive without them. Question 19. What should you do if you have to stop while you're going through a congested tunnel? A. Pull up very close to the vehicle in front to save space. B. Ignore any message signs as they're never up to date. C. Keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front. Or D. Make a U-turn and find another route. So you have to keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front in case that car breaks down. Where should you take particular care to look for motorcyclists and cyclists? On dual carriageways, at junctions, at zebra crossings, or on a one-way street. At junctions can come out of nowhere, and they are difficult to see at junctions. Yeah, easily hidden from your view. We've done 20 questions and we answered 20 of them correctly. I hope you guys are learning very quickly with me in this video. It took us about 26 minutes. I think you can do this in about 10 minutes, maximum 15 minutes. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, The Theory Test Tutor, if this video helped you and you want to pass your theory test.